Something I had to learn is that expectations almost always lead to disappointments. The only expectation you should ever have of another person is for them to be exactly who they are. Trust people to be exactly who they are. That's going to save you so much time, so much disappointment, so much stress, because a lot of our disappointment and stress when it comes to other people is based in our own expectation of who we thought that they would be, should be, had the potential to be. That responsibility is not theirs. Our expectation is not the responsibility of another person. Just as who another person is or who they choose to be is not our responsibility. And I think sometimes we need to do a change of responsibility. We need to give them what is theirs and we need to take back what is rightfully ours. The only thing that is your responsibility is how you choose to respond. That's it. Life is less about what happens and more about how you choose to respond to what happens. So when you release the expectation of another person to be who you want them to be, think that they should be, even feel like you need them to be, because a lot of that is based in lack. A lot of that is based in scarcity mindset. If I trust you to be exactly who you are, then when you reveal yourself to me, then I respond accordingly. Why would I think higher of you than you think of yourself? And then get mad at you because I decided to treat you better than you treat yourself. People can only meet you as deeply as they've met themselves. And so when you just take the time to study a person, let them show you who they are. How do they speak to themselves? How do they handle themselves? How do they care for themselves? Do they care for themselves? Do they love themselves? Do they like themselves? What's important to them? What's a priority in their own life? Because I find a lot of the time I've been disappointed because I felt like I would be an exception to their lifestyle, to their choices. Like, yes, I've seen that this is how you operate with people in your past. I see this is how you operate with you, but I just thought with me, it would be different. Why would I think that? And what is that based in? Self-evaluation leads to self-evolution. When I'm willing to evaluate myself, it gives me the space to evolve. So becoming accountable for your own actions, your own decisions, your own choices, asking yourself the questions, the hard questions, the uncomfortable questions, it leads to growth, it leads to evolution, and it helps you to shift the paradigm of your own life. If you want to change your life, you got to change your mind. So expect less of others. I won't even say expect less, but expect them to be who they are. Trust them to be who they are. And then give yourself the grace to move accordingly. That's it. That's all you can do. Everything else is really out of your control. And a lot of the times we stress because we're trying to control everything. You cannot control another person. But also, you can't get in trouble with another adult. I saw someone online say that the other day. I was like, I just want to remind you that you cannot get in trouble with another adult. So if someone is doing something, being a version of themselves, saying something that doesn't align with you, that is not what you desire for yourself, you can always say no. No, thank you. It doesn't even have to be a verbal no. It can just be a bowing out gracefully. And that's it. And you just shift your perspective, because what you focus on, you fuel. The more you focus on that person being who you want them to be, the more you fuel the energy of them being who you don't want them to be. But if you just focus on, oh, how they're showing up, who they're being is not aligned with the people, the quality of person, relationship, partner, friend that I desire in my life, and you just shift your focus, then you now can see the things and people who are aligned with that. But if I'm only focused on this, that's all I'm going to see. So I love you so much. I pray that something that I've shared today resonates with you and that this message reaches who it needs to, because you are the author of your life, the co-creator. And if there's a change that you wish to see, then that is the change that you must be. You have to be an active participant in the life that you desire to create, to live, to experience. No one else can do it for you. No one's coming to save you. Save yourself. Love yourself. Honor yourself. Believe in yourself. Support yourself. Respect yourself. Stop waiting for, expecting someone outside of you to give yourself the things that you know that you're worthy and deserving of. If there's something that you need to hear, then it is up to you to say it to yourself. If there's something that you want to experience, it is up to you to get it, do it, align with it for yourself. And when you start approaching relationships not from a place of lack, like I need you to complete me or give me something that I don't have, and you start to go into relationships with a more whole perspective. There's nothing that I lack. I am whole already. So what can this add or contribute to what I already have versus, well, I don't have this, so I need someone to fill this gap. That's two different mindsets. That's two different qualities of life, qualities of experience. So your mentality becomes your reality. The life that you desire exists. It just requires your active participation in its creation. I love you. God loves you best.